Hello, y'all. Time for another car chat video. So, do you know when it's okay to lie to your mom? When she's 87 years old and you said that you were going to visit for lunch and you're on your way to their house and she calls you while you're in the car and says, "You haven't left yet, have you?" And so you suspect that something is up and you say, "Well, I am in the car, but I only just left," even though you've been on the road for 20 minutes and they only live an hour away. That's when it's okay to lie to your mom. So my mom and dad are older, and my sweet mama has pretty major issues with her lungs, and basically what's going on with her lungs is incurable. But doctors have kept her alive and healthy and well for 20 years since she there's two factors going on in her lungs since these things manifested. And, so we're approaching, I don't know, the end, I suppose. It could be a week, it could be a year, it could be 2 years, it could be a few months, who knows. I feel incredibly blessed that I am still an at-home mom, but my baby is 16 and a half, and over the years I thought a number of times about getting back out into the work world, the workforce, but my husband travels, and every time I seriously considered going and getting a job, full-time job, it just always came back to, if I do that and our youngest is sick or needs something or whatever, I would have to take time off from work, and I'd be getting up in the morning and rushing out for my own thing, and I wouldn't be home when she got home and all that. So I just decided to stay at home and fill the ever-growing free time that I was finding myself having with opportunities to volunteer in the community. And lo and behold, COVID happened, 2020 happened, the big shutdown. And what's interesting about that, I do have a point that's going to go back to how I started this video. Hang in there with me. What came out of COVID and shutting down for me was this deep realization of what I really wanted to keep in my life once the world opened back up, versus the things that I was doing more out of a sense of obligation, less for reasons of joy and things that felt authentic and fulfilling to me. I'm sure that happened to a lot of people. And so during that time, I thought long and hard about all the areas where I was sharing my gifts and my time, and let go of 3 or 4 different things so that I could focus on the things that mattered more. And letting go of those items actually freed up for me time to start spending more of it with my parents. One once the world opened up, because of course while COVID was going on and my mom has lung issues, we were staying far away, and it sucked. I am an introvert. I love being alone, being around too many people, or even a few people for too long. It can be very draining for me. My mother, on the other hand, is an extrovert. She is totally filled up from being around lots of people. That just gives her energy and feeds her soul, and she loves it. So COVID actually really sucked, I think, for my mom. My dad is more like me. He's more like an introvert. Now, I happen to be very chatty. I am a gregarious introvert. I am not shy. Not shy. But, you know, going to a party is like not my favorite thing to do. And yeah, it's just not my favorite thing to do. Anyway, I digress. So I let go of things in my life so that I can make room for the things that were more important. And one of which is visiting my parents. And I was really looking forward to visiting with them today. I had told them at the beginning of the week that I could come either today or tomorrow, and they chose today, which is fine. I was secretly hoping for tomorrow because I love to stay home, and today I had no other reason to go out of the house besides going to visit them. Whereas tomorrow I have my Pilates class, and so I was like, well, I'll be out anyway for Pilates, so after Pilates I could just go down and visit my parents. And yeah, so she called, and for her to call and to ask me the way that she did, you haven't left your house yet, have you? I know my mother. So if I had said yes, like definitively yes, and I am 20 minutes down the road, she would have completely backtracked. As it was, when I did say, yes, but I only just left, she was like, oh, okay, well, I just have to go to the grocery store and pick up a few things. So I just didn't want you to get here too early. And I was like, well, is that really why you called? Or would you prefer to reschedule? Anyway, with a little bit of prodding and making sure she understood that I really didn't care, she admitted that she would prefer me to come tomorrow. So I think occasionally, like in this kind of circumstance, it is okay to tell a little white lie. I know that my mom probably has to do more shopping than just picking up one or two things, and I know that with her current situation, going out to the grocery store is going to wipe her out. And I also know that she wouldn't want to say that to me. So instead I said it to her. I said, sure, we can totally reschedule for tomorrow. Because I don't know about you, but at least for me, when I go to the grocery store, it wipes me out. And usually I come home, unload the groceries, and then I sit down on the couch for an hour because it totally wipes me out. So tomorrow's no problem. And she said, yeah, and besides, I probably need more than one or two things, so I might end up being out for an hour or two. Oh, I just love my mama, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them tomorrow. We have been getting together and having lunch, and then we play a game afterwards. So usually we've been playing Rummy Cube, and usually one of the two of them kick my butt. But I'm getting better because I bought our own version of Rummy Cube, and my husband and I have been practicing so that I can not be such a pathetic opponent for my parents. A few weeks ago, our youngest and our oldest and I went to visit my parents, and since there were 5 of us, we played a round of dominoes, and that was really, really fun. Yeah, I really enjoy playing games. So that's today's car chat, and why it is okay sometimes to lie to your mother. Love you all, and thank you for spending your time listening to me chitter-chatter away in the car. And as always, I hope that you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts and what, if anything, this little car chat has prompted you to think about.